Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam. This is take two of this video because, well, my microphone was not plugged in. Yeah, like just technology, am I right? But this is my very long overdue review of Asteroid City. This was directed by Wes Anderson, starred a lot of people, except for Bill Murray, which was weird, but he had COVID at the time of this filming, or the filming of the movie, so, I mean, yeah, can't help that. I usually, when it comes to reviews or new reviews, I shoot it the night after, not like directly after I see the movie, so it's still fresh in my head. But I remember leaving this movie and not knowing really what to make of it. I'm glad I waited. Is this going to make me suffer algorithmically? More than likely, yes. But I want my thoughts to be my own. I want them to be fully formed. I do not want to go back later and say, yeah, I could have said something different with that. So here I am. I'm a little late, but I have a clear head on Asteroid City, and I'm now ready to talk about it. My general thoughts on the movie itself, I actually think the movie is pretty solid. However, it could have been so much better, and honestly, it falls down to a lot of the problems that I've had with Wes Anderson's most recent output, but more on that in a minute. First and foremost, the movie looks absolutely stellar. Robert Yeoman crushed it again. But this time it's even better because it's so colorful. It feels like you're in the mid to late 1950s. Just the town itself, the colors, the all steel-sided diner. If this movie or if this town had a movie theater, it would be showing things like The Blob or Terror or it the Terror from Beyond Space, like things like that. It reminded me of this restaurant at Disney Hollywood Studios where it's very 50s theater style themed, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but I will put it in the lower third. It reminds me of that, and I mean that as a heavy compliment. This movie does not achieve peak symmetry. I still think that is the Grand Budapest Hotel. However, the movie does look incredible. The cast is, of course, predictably great, specifically with the standouts being Jason Schwartzman, Tom Hanks, and Scarlett Johansson. Jason Schwartzman is honestly having a crazy good year. He was the Spot in Across the Spider-Verse, and he's really good here. I wanted to see more with his character. That does not happen, but again, more on that in a minute. Tom Hanks making his Wes Anderson debut is really good. Scarlett Johansson making her return is, of course, really good. You got several smaller players like Tilda Swinton as a scientist, Jeffrey Wright as a general, Steve Carell as the owner of this motor court. That's a lot of fun. Liev Schreiber is in this. The movie is stacked, even without the inclusion of Bill Murray. Now we get to the part of the movie where I'm very certain now that I was not a fan. And it really comes down to Wes Anderson's penchant for not focusing on one thing and instead trying to spotlight two or three good ideas and whiffing on them. I feel like this might be a spoiler warning, so here's a minor spoiler warning right here and now. But I feel like a lot of this is kosher because the movie's been out for a couple of weekends now. But just in case, spoiler warning, skip to the end. Basically, the movie kind of sort of goes meta. There's a plot line with everything involving what we know about Asteroid City from the trailers and whatnot. But then there's a separate subplot in which the fictional creator of this play, Asteroid City, he's played by Edward Norton, is sort of kind of trying to get this play off the ground and struggling. And then you got Adrian Brody, who's trying to cast it, and he's struggling along with it as well, and he's got his own issues. It just becomes a plot salad, like a word salad, but it becomes a plot salad, and it becomes endlessly frustrating because in the Asteroid City stuff, the Asteroid City proper, with Jason Schwartzman and Tom Hanks and all of them, there's actually quite a bit of stuff that I would have liked to have seen done more with it. You could have tied the movie all together with the theme of these people are running from something, whether it's a trauma, a bad decision, something of the like. And after the aliens visit Asteroid City, The town is quarantined. They have nowhere to go, and so now they have to face up to their choices. Jason Schwartzman's character's wife passes away, and he has not told his children that she has died. It has been 3 weeks. Yeah, that's a Richard move right there. And the movie passes it off as kind of a throwaway moment where you could have milked that quite a bit and just saying that the dude is just not mentally prepared to tell his children because what are his children going to think about their mother passing away? So it's like there could have been so much with this, but there isn't. Scarlett Johansson is a big time movie star, but she wants to be closer with her daughter. There could have been something with that, but there isn't. Liev Schreiber has a son who constantly is doing the 1950s equivalent of jackass stunts in this movie, and there could have been something with that, especially with the whole thing of him saying, "Dad, dare me to jump off of this," or "Dare me to touch that," and Liev Schreiber just having none of it. There could have been something with that, but there isn't. Instead, we get Bryan Cranston in a Rod Serling getup kind of narrating it in parts. We get Adrian Brody getting frustrated that an actress won't play her part, the part that Scarlett Johansson is also playing. I'm confusing myself just talking about it. It sucks because Wes Anderson just has this thing where he has to include like 3 or 4 different ideas when he just needs to focus on one and it would be fine. And I don't know, maybe I'm just too smooth of a brain, like too smooth of a YouTube critic to like notice the deeper meanings of this very confused screenplay, but that's what it left me as, confused. That's the reason why I delayed this review for so long, because I didn't want to just say Wes Anderson had no idea what he was doing. I think that he just wanted to include everything, and by valuing everything, he valued nothing. At the end of the day, though, I am going to give this movie a good rating. You cannot force me to go any lower than that because it is so beautiful technically and the acting is solid. But man, this could have been so much better. And really, I'm not liking the direction that Wes Anderson is taking like his past 3 movies, because I like the Grand Budapest Hotel and I like the French Dispatch. And I just think that those 2 movies would be so much better if they focused on just one thing. They try to do everything, and so ergo, it just equates to nothing. But I passed it off to all of you. What were your thoughts on Asteroid City? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, click the bell to allow notifications, so when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.